Hello everyone, I'm your hostess with the mostest 8-second gaming, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 3 reasons why you are not seeing any improvement in your gameplay and also how to fix those things. This is something I see a lot of people being held back by, so we're going to be breaking it down, talking about it. By the end of this video, you will not be struggling with this anymore. But just quickly, if you guys are here, it's very clear that you want to get better at Apex, and if that's the case, then you need to check out the GameLeap website right now. Over there, we have top level coaches, including myself, creating the best, most highly informative guides possible. We have legend guides, gun guides, VOD reviews, and much more, all aimed at making you the best player you can possibly be. So click the link in the description, pick yourself up a membership, and start to improve today. But okay, with that out of the way, let's hop into the reasons that you guys aren't improving, and what better place to start with than reason number 1, and that is you are missing the trees through the forest. Now what this means is people really like to tunnel vision on big things. If you only look at the large aspects of your gameplay, you're never actually going to really see any improvement, and you get the illusion that you're hard stuck, you're not improving, and then people get really discouraged and they don't want to play anymore because they don't think that they're getting any better. But once you guys actually start to be able to refine things, see the finer details, then you can start to improve a lot better. So let's break this down into an example, and for this we're going to be starting with a broad topic. So let's say you want to get better in gunfights, that's the broad one. Then you start to go down into smaller details. Do you want to get better on positioning, aim, decision making, etc.? See how it's getting smaller and smaller, so let's go into positioning. With this you can start to look at things like, are you underusing cover, meaning are you standing out in the open and you're just able to allow yourself to just be a bullet sponge? Or maybe on the opposite side of that, you're overusing cover, so you're never actually pushing anything and you're never taking advantage of damage that you've dealt, so you're never actually able to win a fight. Or is it just something completely different and you have no idea where to be standing for the role that you're playing on the team? Like if you're an entry fragger but you're all the way in the back, you're not actually positioning properly and you're not being useful for your team. See how we started with a broad topic and we broke it down into smaller and smaller points so that you can actually find something to work on. And once you find those things to work on, then you can start to tick them off your list and you will see much more improvement in your gameplay. This works a lot better than saying, hey, I want to get better at gunfights, but I have no idea how to do that, so I'm just going to keep throwing myself at fights, not learn anything, and then get very frustrated. With this, you'll start to improve. But okay, well that's reason 1 out of the way, and so let's hop into reason number 2, and this kind of plays off reason number 1, but this is that you're focusing on the wrong things. This is a huge aspect of your gameplay that holds people back constantly, and they have no idea how to practice and fix something like this. Now I see people all the time say that they want to have better gun skill, and when they want to have better gun skill, they immediately just hop into the firing range and spend hours on end practicing recoil patterns and stuff like that, when in reality they're only really practicing a very small aspect of the game. Yes, aim is important, I'm not trying to argue against that fact. Aim is one of the most important things in the game. If you're not able to shoot somebody, you're not going to be able to kill them, and killing somebody in a battle royale is very important. But aim is not the only thing that goes into gun skill. There's also positioning, anticipation, improvisation. There's a bunch of other aspects. So if you're spending hours and hours focusing on one tiny little aspect of the fight, it isn't going to help you improve, especially if you're already pretty good at that. Like if you already have above average aim, but you are really bad at anticipation, so stuff like you won't know where the enemy is going to be peeking you from, so you can't pre-aim or position for it, then your aim's not going to really matter as much. And if you want to improve at the game, it's very hard to improve a skill that you're already good at versus improving a skill that you're pretty bad at. So if you're bad at anticipation, start working at that, because you're going to see much more drastic improvements and you're going to see yourself becoming better at the game instead of just trying to drill yourself to have better aim when you already have good aim and your other aspects are lacking. Once you can start to focus your practice on skills that are lackluster, then you will see that you are improving much more than you were before. And practicing leads right into reason number 3 that you're not seeing any improvement, and that is you give up too quickly. I get it, practice is mundane, it's the same thing over and over and over. It can get a little boring, but it is worth it. And also this one is the one that gets me the most upset, because people come to me all the time on my other social medias and my Twitch streams, stuff like that, and they say something like, hey, 8-second, I really want to get better movement. How do I do that? And I'll tell them exactly what they need to do to get better movement. I say the same thing, go into the firing range, practice, get the timings down, learn where you can and can't do these certain movement techs. Find little tips and tricks that work for you and make it so that you can do it more reliably. And then once people hear that, they do go into the firing range, they do practice a little bit, but they don't work at it for long enough. People either give up way too early and don't even learn the movement technique, or they get the movement tech down once and then call it a day and just quit and go back to playing the regular game. If you actually want to improve and become something like a movement god where you see people putting clips all over YouTube and TikTok, then you need to be drilling those skills into your head. Don't practice something until you get it right, practice till you never get it wrong. That's how you see people pull stuff out all the time no matter what situation they're in, because they've practiced and drilled it into their head so they can't get it wrong. When you go into the firing range and you want to learn how to do something simple like a wall jump, and you get it one time and you go, hey, this is really cool, I can do this in game. And then you're getting shot at, you have no idea how to adapt to something, you try to do a wall jump, you fail, you look stupid, and you just get gunned down. And then you're like, well, how do people do this in game? It's very frustrating and you don't think that you're actually getting better because you're technically not. You learned how to do it one time and you thought that you could just do it over and over and over. Go back to the firing range, spend some more time, understand the mechanics of it, and then go back to the game. And with doing this, you will see much more improvement in your gameplay and your skills. And once you combine all three of these reasons, you will be unstoppable. You will be able to pick out the fine details of the gameplay that you're lacking in. You'll understand exactly how to practice with them, and you won't be giving up too early. And once you get all three of those down, bing bang boom, you are on your way to becoming a mechanical god or an aim god or whatever you want to do. This is why you see so many pro teams starting to pick up coaches and analysts right now, actually, because pro teams are good at the game, like they're the top players in Apex, but even they have things that they can work on, and sometimes being that good at the game, you aren't actually able to see what you're lacking in. So those pro coaches are telling them what they need to work on, then they're able to go out of game, practice it, improve on it, and when they go back to going in tournaments, they are much better at the game. So for you guys, just be your own coach. Take a look at your gameplay if you can, record it, watch it back, see what you do wrong, or just think about the games that you play. Is there a situation that you die over and over in? Find that broad topic, break it down, practice it, don't give up, and start to improve. But now I have a question for you guys, the community. Is there one part of Apex that you are just severely lacking in and you have no idea how to fix it? Let me know in the comments down below and I will actually do my best to answer the questions that you guys have. I do enjoy interacting with the community. But with all this being said, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did and you want to stay up to date with the latest and greatest Apex Legends tips, tricks, and news, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Once again, I'm 8-Second Gaming and I will see you in the next one.